guys, welcome to my crafting corner. I'm really excited to be doing a spring craft with you. Today what we're going to be working on is we're going to be creating these rainbow windsocks, and it looks like I need some help. Is there any help out there? Brittany!
Me!
There's my helper. We're going to be working together to create these beautiful rainbow windsocks, okay? So to get started, you need a few supplies, and I left a little supply list on your sheet that says what we're going to be working on. But to get started, what we have here is we actually have some strips that are not colored, and so I'm going to pass this over to Brittany. I'm going to ask her to grab some of her jumbo crayons. And I asked her to pick out the different colors of the rainbow there. And so we can get started by coloring in the different strips. So when we are finished, we can glue them onto our windsock and we'll have all the colors of the rainbow, okay? So Brittany, I'm gonna have you get started. Feel free, you don't have to do it in order if you don't want to, but please try to use at least all the colors of the rainbow. In the meantime, I actually printed a version with colored strips here, and so I'm gonna bypass that whole coloring section with Brittany. I know, sorry. And so I'm just gonna cut these out while she is coloring them so that I can show you in the next stage of what we're gonna be doing, okay? So Brittany, spring has sprung. What are you most excited for?
Ooh,
the sunny weather.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying this sunny weather that we've been having, so I'm really excited for it to stay around a little bit longer, and I love when the flowers start to bloom.
Oh, I love that too. I'm a little nervous though because it's usually April showers bring May flowers.
That is true, so we may have some rain in our forecast coming up, but knowing that it's going to help to bring those beautiful flowers, that's okay. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, and maybe we can scout out some beautiful rainbows. That's the best time to check those out. All right, so she is just coloring along. She's a very quick colorer because I am literally still on my red strip here.
Okay.
And this is for options if you don't have coloring supplies at home, but you do somehow have a colored printer or have somebody who can print this off for you. This is an awesome alternative for you. Good job, Britt.
Thank you.
So we're talking about colors of the rainbow. Can you tell me what your favorite color is?
My favorite color, honestly, I think my favorite color is white, which I've been told isn't necessarily a color, but I tend to gravitate towards choosing things that are the color white. So maybe it's a shade.
That's weird. I think that's really boring, Brittany, but
I know.
I'll let you have it.
What is your favorite color, Maggie?
Ooh, I think I go through phases. I really like the color purple. I really like different shades of green. So I like kind of like the light greens, but I also like olive green. I think those are my favorite colors. Definitely when fall comes around, I love like the mustard color.
Ooh, yeah, I agree.
Do you like mustard? The actual sauce? Yeah.
You know what? It's grown on me a little bit. I do like it now, but when I was younger, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I'll do it now, like my sandwiches and burgers and things like that. What about you? Do you do mustard?
I love mustard. I think it really elevates a sandwich.
Oh, elevates.
All right, we're almost done here, cutting out our different strips and coloring our strips here.
I'm almost done. I'm on my last color.
You're doing such a good job. Those jumbo crayons are really helpful.
They are helpful.
They're really nice to hang on to.
If I don't have crayons at home, can I use other supplies to color these in as well?
Britt, that is a great question. Yes, if you don't have crayons at home, feel free to use markers. If you have paints at home, if you have pastels, But this is just one example of Brittany using some awesome crayons, okay? So
Cool.
even if you have colored paper or you have some maybe pattern paper that is left over from the mail that came in, or maybe some boxes that have arrived from like maybe Amazon, you can include those in there as well, okay?
Cool.
So I'm gonna continue cutting these, but I'm gonna ask Brittany to now move on to cutting hers out, because we are gonna need our strips to be out in single file line here so that we can glue them onto our Windsock.
Perfect. I'm on it. Maggie, what do you do with a Windsock? So once I make this, is there anywhere cool I should put it, or can it go anywhere?
You know what? I think it could go anywhere. So I like kind of hanging them up at my grandma's house.
Oh.
Because it's kind of nice. I feel like grandmas always have like big sliding doors, and so it's really fun to see them hanging next to the sliding doors. But you could also feel free to tape it up against your window. You could also literally tie a string onto it and you can carry it around so it's actually blowing around.
Cool.
It's kind of up to you.
That's awesome. So maybe if you make one for yourself, you could make another one for a family member or as a gift or something.
That's a really good idea. Yeah. Maybe you can go in the Windsock business.
Ooh.
Is that something that you're going to get into, Brittany?
I might have to.
All right. So we're just cutting along here. I'm almost done. Finished my blue one. My last one is my purple one. Make sure that you keep a nice stack of scraps that you have here, and you can always recycle those scraps. So that'll be nice to have a nice scrap pile so it's easy to put into the recycle bin afterwards.
If we don't have these primary colors, can we use any colors for the strips?
You know, I would say that you can. This is kind of your creativity. And so originally this was just a rainbow craft that I created, but I think if you use any colors, it could be really cool to see some other colors up there. Some teals or turquoise or golds or something that shines in the wind. Could be really pretty.
You could even do like a theme. So like you could do like a Seahawk theme.
Ooh,
or like a Husky theme or a Cougar theme, whatever.
We have a lot of Seattle sport fans here.
We do.
Here are my cut out strips, guys.
I'm almost done.
Brittany is almost done as well. Woo, woo, woo. She is very quick. And I'm just going to grab our next supplies here that we're going to be needing, okay? Awesome. Good job, Brittany. Cool. Let's do an elbow bump. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so you can see on here that we have created the strips that are going to be hanging on down from here on our Windsocks. Up here, what we're going to do is we're going to create like a blue sky, and we're going to actually glue on clouds. And so I would highly suggest cutting out your clouds and gluing them on prior to, making your cylinder piece of paper, because otherwise it might be a little bit tough to glue those on, okay? So Brittany, we got some more cutting to do, so we might need to do some finger stretches.
Oh yeah.
You need to do some finger stretches?
Oh, yeah.
You guys can do some finger stretches at home too, because I know sometimes it gets a little bit hard doing so much cutting and coloring. But next up, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pass this over to Brittany. These are our clouds here. You can use as many clouds as you want. If you only want one cloud in the sky, that is totally fine. But if you want lots of clouds in the sky, you can cut them all out, okay? And so she gets one set, I get the other set here. And maybe I will just do two of them so that I can show you what it's gonna look like when it actually gets put on to the sky shape for us. Brittany, have you been going outside in the sun?
Yeah, I have. Last night I went down to the beach, which was really nice. I got to watch the sunset.
That is nice.
It felt really nice to get out and see the sun. It was great. Have you been getting out?
I have been getting out. You know, I have a little dog and she loves running and she loves playing in the grass. We've been going to lots of walks. We've been going to some dog parks. The thing about dog parks though is they started to get a little crowded. So definitely venturing out into the woods and stuff has been really fun to go with her. Alex.
Do you want me to cut all of these out, or do you want me to just do a few?
I think let's just start with 2.
Okay.
So I got one cloud here. It's gonna be floating through the sky.
Cool. I've got my 2 clouds here.
Brittany's way quicker than I am. But you guys go at your own speed, go at your own pace. And so if you need to pause this and come back to it, or pause it and, you know, take a little break because your fingers need a little stretch, definitely do that.
Yeah.
I highly suggest that.
Cool.
Okay, Britt, since you are ready to move on, what you can do is you can get your glue stick ready.
Okay. Got it.
Woohoo. Man, you were quick.
Got it.
All right, so I got my 2 clouds as well. Here we go. Brittany, can you show me your clouds?
Yeah. Got my clouds here.
Awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue them on to, I have some blue paper here. And so if you guys don't have colored paper at home, feel free to use anything as a background for your sky. Luckily, we were able to scrounge up some blue paper at the ABC. And so I'm gonna give that to Brittany there, and just like the template shows, we are gonna glue our clouds onto it. So we kind of want to do it this way, so it's sideways, and then we'll just glue our clouds on, and we'll kind of stagger them like this. And so you can get started by gluing those on, Brittany, and then we will work on folding it together.
Maggie, do you have a favorite season?
I would say fall. Fall is definitely my favorite season. I love hoodie sweatshirts. I love campfires and having a warm cup of tea.
Yeah.
Wearing scarves and stuff like that. What about you?
Yeah. I think I like fall a lot too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think fall is one of my favorites because it's still sunny, but it's a little bit cold. Yeah, and
just a little bit cloudy sometimes.
A little bit cloudy.
Okay. So moving on, what we're going to be doing is we want to create a cylinder. So that means what we want to do is we actually kind of want to match the end pieces together. And this is a great time to use a partner or somebody close to you so they can help you out so that one person can hold. And so you see how the pieces are overlapping just a little bit there. Brittany, you can hold that. And so these are where your alternative supplies can be used as well. So if you only have a glue stick, you can definitely use a glue stick. You would put a tab of glue on the inside there. So I'm going to ask Brittany to do that with her glue stick. But if you are lucky enough to have a stapler, this is a really nice hold for you. And it's a little bit easier. Sometimes when you use the glue, they want to kind of separate a little bit. So make sure you put enough glue on there.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just going to staple once on the bottom. And then right here, once on the top. There we go. And we have our cylinder here with our clouds, just like our picture shows. So we'll wait for Brittany to finish up.
Okay. And if you're using glue, you may want to, once you put the pieces together, you may want to kind of hold them as the glue dries, because if not, and you just leave it, it may pop open.
Yeah. You also may want to throw in a few extra staples so that it stays nice and together. How's yours looking?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so the final step for creating our windsock here is that we want to add our little strips of colored paper, okay? So Brittany, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to use your glue stick, and you're just going to, maybe I can get a yellow one, maybe you can see it a little bit better. You're going to just glue the very top portion of it, and so on the colored side.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we are going to then push it up against our windsock here and hold it for just a second, and then you should be able to release it and it should be stuck there for you.
Perfect. Sounds good.
And feel free, if you want to put them in order, rainbow order, totally do that. Otherwise, you can make it creative. Add some maybe glitter glue. Just make sure that you have enough space for all of your strips.
Good call. Sticking pretty well with the glue.
Yeah. This is working out just nice.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're gonna hang yours? Or are you gonna give yours away? What do you think?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
No?
I kind of like the idea of giving it away to somebody as a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think I might give mine to Alex. He's been down in the dumps lately,
stop,
and
Alex.
so I think giving him something nice to smile at and something that's very colorful, maybe that he can hang by his window or maybe in his car, something like that. I think that would bring him a lot of joy.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Okay, on my last strip here. And it kind of looks like a jellyfish. I think Nicole would be really proud of us because it looks like a little jellyfish.
I think she would.
Okay, so as Brittany is finishing up, I want you guys to finish your projects up. It should, in the end, look very similar to the printout that we have included. Remember, you can use your alternative supplies, so use whatever you have at home. But when you're done with it, make sure that you offer it to a friend if you want. Or you can hang it up in like your bedroom or in the kitchen. So one way you could do that is you can just tape it to the wall if you wanted. Another alternative is you can maybe pop some little holes at the top of it and use some like ribbon or string, and that way it actually hangs and floats. But that's it for now. I'm so excited that you guys have joined me for our crafting corner, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!